Caribbean insight really is dynamite. Caribbean insight really super was spite. Caribbean insight enjoy day or night. Caribbean insight really is dynamite.
This is the movement of our people, our history, and our culture to the world.
And that is why I was called the People's Calypsonian, because I was like the voice for the people. And I took a stand and stands that Calypsonian dare to tread. And up to this time, I still paying a price with the system for the stand I took. But I don't mind. And if I was to do it again, I'll do it all over again. Yeah.
Remember Basil Davison, Guy Haywood, Brother Valentino, Beverly Jones, Brian Jefferson, the others whose lives went down on the line. I wonder if these people gave their lives for a hopeless cause. And for their deaths, all those responsible people, the verdict is yours. But Trinidad have a funny way of forgetting. Their history to them like do mean nothing. The history that went down here in the 1970s, as though it never was today in this century. But don't care how they try to tarnish these historic memories, I will always remember the roaring 70s. Tell them to write down this one here in the pages of history. 21st of April in the year of our Lord 1970. Remember when black people was denied the privilege to work in them banks. You forgot who gave you this advantage, but to end Jack you should say thanks. Remember when white faces used to hold the top position. So let us all give thanks and praises to the 70th revolution. But you know this funny way of forgetting. Hey, their history to them like it don't mean nothing. The history that went down here in the 1970s, as though it never was today in this century. I don't care how they try to tarnish these historic memories, I will always remember the roaring 70s. Tell them to write down this one here in the pages of history. 21st of April in the year of our Lord 1970. A lot of men lived fast and died very young in this most historic decade. When Randy B used to come to town with his flying squad and parade, the emphasis was on education. And when the young folks got too bright, the same institution turned around and out their light. Trinidad, a very funny way of forgetting. Their history to them like it don't mean nothing. The history that went down here in the 1970s, as though it never was today in this century. But don't care how they try to tarnish these historic memories, I will always remember the roaring 70s. Tell them to write down this one here in the pages of history. 21st of April in the year of our Lord 1970. Looking back on that era, I see changes that took place politically. Who left this party to form that party, and who embezzled the oil money? Some conscious black men and women, the system made them crumble and bend. And now the nation gone right back to Europe on a western trend. Trinidad, a very funny way of forgetting. Their history to them like it don't mean nothing. The history that went down here in the 1970s, as though it never was today in this century. But don't care how they try to tarnish these historic memories, I will always remember the roaring 70s. Tell them to write down this one here in the pages of history. 21st of April, the year of our Lord.
His name is Frederick Street. And in one of my songs, you know, I really comment on Frederick Street, especially on an evening like this, Friday evening then. So I used to say like, downtown Frederick Street on Friday evening is mass and fashion parade, you see. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. So the big men say, oh, they come out to play, well, it's 3 times the price, they go have to pay. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Then the merchants send prices to the moon, and you keep singing a weird tune. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear my sister talking about this revolution day, changes on the way.
You talk about a place where the people are carefree living. It is such a place of fun loving, spreeing and petting. 'Tis the land where people don't care if Ash Wednesday fall on Good Friday. Man, they love to struggle in this happy, go lucky way. It's Blockorama, Petorama, and just now is Masorama. So the foreigner come for carnival, and he telling himself after he had a ball,
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
Mr. Foreigner, in La Trinity, the people have a carnival mentality.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
They are not serious, very few conscious, so I cannot agree with my own chorus.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
But I hear some people talking about a revolution day, changes on the way. To live now is high, cost of living these days is the real thing. The clothes that they buy, the expensive parties they go in. They would leave their belly and buy clothes to go and waste down their body. Some of them, they have place for shelter, but they own big time motor car and wearing expensive clothes and expensive shoes. So how come now they digging blues? Downtown Frederick Street on Friday evening, mass and fashion parade, you see it.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
So the big man say, when they come out to play, well, it's 3 times the price, they go have to pay.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
Then the merchants send prices to the moon, and them keep singing a weird tune.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
But I hear my sister talking about this revolution day, fire on the way. Boom, 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 boom. They're born in a land, the better parts controlled by the alien. They fill the pockets of Portuguese, Chinese and Syrians. Trinidadians is who should own land. Now is the time to make the land their possession, but their sense of taste could just trace to all them fancy showcase. So the businessman, he blow their mind, and his dollars, them got to find. Trinidad is nice for men like Zapka, Dylan Massey Maraj, and Whitey Lemang.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
Business expanding, more banks they building, so is the capitalists and them who should sing.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
And like the slave masters want to bring back the whip, and the chorus singing like they on a trip.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
But I hear my brother talking about this revolution day, fighting on the way. They don't know their worth, like they haven't a sense of value. They don't know their rights, even that they cannot argue. 750,000 people cannot get up and do something about the struggle, but could plan for the next holiday to fet their lives away, and forgetting that they own the soil of which their foreparents toiled. For the people from the constitution laws, for the oppressors and foreign investors.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
Amoco and Shell business did went swell. On your oil, them foreign parasites dwell.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
Yeah, this song I sing, like if I'm hearing somebody singing God Save the King.
Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise.
The people getting ready for this revolution, the change is on the way.
First time I saw Bob Marley was on Beacon Theatre on Broadway, New York. And then Ellie Bang, who was a good friend of mine, and Bob, is who brought Marley to Trinidad. So then, the link was there, and met him too, nice brother. But that doesn't say that where the influence came from. But as Rastafari too, he was really one of my heroes. I mean, given the message the brother was spreading, although they might say, well, Calypsonian love radio music or whatnot, but I don't judge people so. It's your content, the message you send.
The message, not the type of music you send.
Yes, and then I find we had something in common. Must be the message.
Definitely the message.
Yeah, so that's where that link.
So you belong to the ivory tower. I see this ivory tower. The material world makes you feel superior. So then you look down with scorn at your brother. But your flying space is getting very narrow. Soon you won't be able to resist the arrow.
Birds that fly high, none of them
ever touch the sky.
Birds that fly high, you gotta fly back down to die. So flap your wings and fly.
You could never touch the sky, and don't care how high you fly.
You gotta fly back down to die. Birds that fly high, you gotta fly back down to die.
Politics and politicians is the problem. Power and corruption stands behind them. They created dirty middle class society. Within that circle, them control all the money. If they could have paid their way, they'd live forever. But we all got to go 6 feet under.
Birds that fly high, none of them
ever touch the sky.
Birds that fly high, you gotta fly back down to die.
So flap your wings and fly. You could never touch the sky, and don't care how high you fly.
You gotta fly back down to die. Birds that fly high, you gotta fly back down to die.
Vultures flying in your private jets and helicopters. At the expense of the poor, you built your castle. After using us, you're giving us the hustle. You feel you are so protected up in orbit. You don't know you're just another flying target.
Birds that fly high, none of them
ever touch the sky.
birds that fly high. You gotta fly back down to die. So flap your wings and fly.
You could never touch the sky. I don't care how high you fly.
You gotta fly back down to die. Birds that fly high. You gotta fly back down to die.
Mr. Big Man, hear the words of this man. You only created your own damn nation. You make vanity and luxury your glory. But behind that stands a very sad, sad story. What does it profit the man who owns the whole world and yet suffer at the loss of his own soul?
Birds that fly high, none of them
Ever touch the sky?
birds that fly high. You gotta fly back down to die. So flap your wings and fly.
You could never touch the sky. I don't care how high you fly.
You gotta fly back down to die. Birds that fly high. Gotta fly back down to die.
Yes, that's authentic radio. It's a nice music, you know, because it's just
It's similar, they have
you know,
13 common.
It's that downbeat of our music.
It is.
Ours is the upbeat anyway. It's the downbeat.
And it's only happening where? On CITV.
It's about 50 years now. So, it's the public song, it's not mine again. But I'm always proud to sing this song because that's the song that really, you know, put a stamp on the whole thing.
Hi, I'm Kenny Phillips, and you're tuned into Caribbean Insight, keeping culture alive.
As I cross Green Corner and I enter the border on the western frontier, I start to remember the first panorama. And as I pass the oval heading for St. James, yes, I started to reflect on some steel band names. This area was better known as Steel-Band territory because it really produced the best symphony. So with all due respect to desperados, renegades, all stars and the rest, let me say,
Man from the west was the best.
Limanet and Sheldon Dealers, you got to confess.
Man from the west was the best.
Tony Williams and Panam Nonsense used to put them to the test.
Man from the west was the best.
I am only singing about that era when the pan men had style and finesse.
Man from the west was the best. This is the saga of the bad men who used to wear the crown when Steel Band was king in this western town.
It was the home of Tripoli, the home of Sun Valley, Crossroad and Crossfire. And the best field band was from Bombay Street, Kandahar. That was the band who won the first panorama. Hey, and they won it back to back the year after. That steel band used to reign supreme over all, and nobody ever beat them in a festival. So with all due respect to Goddess and New Tunes, Harmonites, Exodus and the rest.
And from the west was the best.
Kelly Man and Shell invaders, you got to confess.
And from the west was the best.
Judy Williams and Panam Northstars used to put them to the test.
And from the west was the best.
I am only singing about that era when the Panmen had style and finesse.
And from the west was the best. This is the saga of the bandmen who used to wear the crown when Steve Band was king in this western town.
Cathy and Ramona. Caranash Boys Town had a beautiful song, and Valley Hap sung Pretty Valley. We even had Third World, Blue Stars and West Side Symphony. And if my memory serves me right, I want you to know Bellevue was the home of a band we used to call Cairo. Symphonies, Silver Stars, Metronomes, and the great Starlift was not just a legacy, it was a God-given gift. So with all due respect to the French and Hatters, Cavaliers and Clare and the West.
And from the west was the best.
The Manet and Shell invaders, you got to confess.
From the west was the best.
Tony Williams and Panam Northstars used to put them to the test.
And from the west was the best.
I am only singing about an era when the Panmen had style and finesse.
And from the west was the best.
Tell me, sisters.
This is the saga of the bandmen who used to wear the crown when Steve Band was king in this western town.
Men like Rock and Leslie, Headers, Null and Coxie, and Selene Booksy. We even had Bobo Chap, Zeppelin and Moutabi. Men like Iman, Shadow, Hugh Bud, and Zuzi. Sonny Roach, Roy Harper, Ray Holman, and Zambi. Desmond Bell, Olaf Pierre, I could boast and brag. Special thanks to Phase 2 for flying we flag. So with all due respect to Tobago All-Stars, Buccaneers, our boys and the rest. Tobago,
and from the west was the best.
The Manet and Shell invaders, you got to confess.
And from the west was the best.
Tony Williams and Panam Northstars used to put them to the test.
And from the west was the best.
I am only singing about an era when the Panmen had style and finesse.
And from the west was the best. This is the saga of the bandmen who used to wear the crown when Steve Band was king in this western town.
It was a cry of the slaves. That's how Calypso all started. When the slaves wanted to sing on the master in their tongue, they composed their own little things about the master and sang it. And that's how the composition of Calypso began. It was out of a struggle.
It's been a long time now that I've been, let's say, I wouldn't say in exile, but I've been keeping a very low profile. And you could say it was intentional, and again it was a matter of, let's say, time, because you can't fight against the tide, you know. Sometimes you just have to lay low and ride with the tide, you know.
Time to document. Really invent this instrument. Kitchen, I said, was Simon's free, but no man that we disagree. Was it Ozzy Gilly from Bad 20? Was it Fisheye, Oscar Pilot, man or Battersby? Trinidadians, open all your ears and listen. Fan inventor was one Victor Totti Wilson.
When foreigners hear the music, they want to know if it's magic.
Double second bass guitar, shallow pants came from older spins and organs.
Now the band is universal,
Music international.
and then when you hear the tenor pan,
Hey, that is Victor Totti Wilson thing.
it is the eighth wonder of this world. Steel pan music come to take control. Oh yeah.
The only musical invention of the 21st century and beyond. But we must give Jack his jacket. Spree did not invent it, I must admit. Spree Simon played the anthem called Save the King. On a ping pong, he bought from a man for a shilling. After that came this big steel pan propaganda about who invented this pan was the biggest error.
When foreigners hear the music, they want to know if it's magic.
Double second bass guitar, cello pants came from older spins and organs.
Now the band is universal,
Music international.
and then when you hear the tenor pan ring,
That is Victor Totti Wilson thing.
it is the eighth wonder of this world. Steel pan music come to take control. Oh yeah.
Born in a backyard in Newtown. Now listen to its majestic song. From tambour bamboo to iron band, to the national instrument of this land. From the chiming of the big clock in QRC was what really inspired the first melody. This band started with only 4 notes musically, and as time went on, we all know the rest was history.
When foreigners hear the music, they want to know if it's magic.
Double second bass guitar, cello pants came from older spins and organs.
Now the band is universal,
Music international.
and then when you hear the tenor pan ring,
That is Victor Totti Wilson thing.
it is the eighth wonder of this world. Steel pan music come to take control. Oh yeah.
from since its inception. Was blood, sweat, tears and jail for this fun. And that is why I sing this song. For the men who have struggled hard and long. Mandu, Black Boy, Coombs and the Blackhead Brothers. Theo Colston, Francis Wickham, Ellie and the others. We say thank you for giving to us this treasure. And for Toti Wilson, build a statue or a structure. Tell them when foreigners will do music, they want to know if it's magic. Double second bass, guitar, cello, pants came from older strings and organs. Now the band is universal, music international. And then when you hear it turn up and ring, hey, that is Victor Toti Wilson thing. It is the eighth wonder of this world. Steel band music come to take control. Yeah.
This is the Conky. I am living in New York and I don't ever miss Caribbean Insight. I don't see why you should miss it.
That's why I was called the People's Calypsonian, because I was like the voice for the people. And I took a stand and stands at Calypsonian theatre tread. And up to this time, I still paying a price with the system for the stand I took. But I don't mind. And if I was to do it again, I'll do it all over again. Yeah. You know, but it was to expose the system and open Trinidadian eyes to what was going on. Because imagine if you're not a Chinese or you're not white skinned, you know, it was ridiculous. Most of my records, I have a lot of music out, you know, plenty music, you know, but it's stifled them. Those that you hear is just few of my songs. That is one of the reasons. The next thing is victimization in the savannah. You don't pick me to go in savannah. You know. Life is a stage. This place nice and all them, they never make the savannah. You understand? You don't felt stone at an empty tree.
Remember to share, like, and subscribe to keep our culture alive.